Hi everybody, Frank Turner here, and today for the last of these current series of me talking about songs from my book, Try This at Home, Adventures in Songwriting, I thought that today I would talk about how to play and how I wrote the song Make America Great Again from the album Be More Kind. Lyrically, obviously, it's one of the more sort of confrontational songs I've written in recent years. I was actually surprised when I came up with the idea for the song. I was kind of then in a hurry to get it out there because I just assumed somebody else would come up with that same idea. It's a very old punk rock idea of taking a phrase and trying to repurpose it for your own ends. It doesn't seem like anyone else has gone down that road just yet. Make of that what you will. But I wanted to take that idea and turn it around to talk about what I think about the state of American politics right now. Obviously, not everyone will agree with this, but personally, I think that the "Make America Great Again" is a troubling expression. That kind of sort of harking back to an imagined past doesn't make massive sense to me, particularly given that America is an immigrant society. But also, I genuinely feel that obviously America is not perfect, but it's not doing too badly in the grand scheme of human societies throughout geography and history, and it's worth trying to celebrate the things that matter, whilst also identifying the problems. And for me, the things that matter are things like, Ellis Island and the idea of a shining city on the hill and a free and open immigrant society. Those are inspiring things, and were inspiring to people in Europe throughout the 18th, 19th, and 20th centuries. And there's lots of work to be done in lots of other angles, of course, but I'm not sure that the current administration is heading down a path that I personally see as being an improvement. Also, it's not just about racism, though that is a huge part of it, and the rise of racism in America, the acceptance of racism in American mainstream politics right now is deeply worrying. But also, the second verse talks about the growth of the sort of like monarchical aspects of the presidency, which I think is a bipartisan issue, and it strikes me that a society of free and independent people, it should matter rather less who the president is. So that's kind of where the lyrics are coming from. Musically, I wanted to write a song that had what I call a guitar shop riff, the most obvious example being, it's the kind of riff that anybody plays when they pick up a guitar. So this is a similar thing. The sound of power chords and acoustic is kind of rattly, and it reminds me of kind of a lot of early Beck records, which I like. So it's all power chords. It's pretty simple. It's just G, F, C, and A there. So and the riff. It's all about the rhythm, which is all in the right hand. So you start with a like that, and then it's all kind of off the beat and miss the beat. So it's like that. So this hand is just going up and down, left and right, but the idea is that it's moving the beat around by either fretting or damping with your left hand. The chorus basically plays the same chord sequence. I wanted to have the same chord sequence all the way through the song. So it's the same thing but played with open chords. So you've got an F shape there, which has got that your little finger on the third fret of the top E string to give it a high G. So it goes. First fret of the B string pinned down, and that's an A minor 7. So it's the same chord sequence but just filled out a bit more. And then finally at the end there's a little key change turnaround where at the end of one of the riffs, at the end of the middle eight, instead of going to the A minor, it goes to the A major, which reconstitutes the key you're in, and you then go down to the same chord sequence essentially, but just instead of in C, you're playing it in D, so you're playing G, D, A, B minor. And those are your chords. So the whole song sounds like this. Well, I know I'm just an ignorant Englishman, but I'd like to make America great again. So if you'll forgive my accent and the cheek of it, here's some suggestions from the special relationship. Let's make America great again by making racists ashamed again. Let's make compassion and fashion again. Let's make America program and the name of the president, because it seems to me the truth is self-evident. You four are keen to be independent, make America great again, by making racists ashamed again. Let's make compassion in fashion again. Let's make America great again. Alice Island, take me in. Everyone can start again in the shining city on the hill, where nobody can be illegal. Let's make America great again, by making racists ashamed again. Let's make compassion in fashion again. Let's make America great again. Let's be a friend to our oldest friends, and call them out when they're faltering. Remind them of their best selves, and then we'll make America great again. And there it is, Make America Great Again. Thanks very much. Enjoy the book. I'll see you on the road.